Hello and welcome, Lynx here. We are playing If My Heart Had Wings, and well, if you watched any of the previous videos, I guess you would know that Asa had become a member. So one of Akari's conditions had been met, which meant that there were two left to fulfill to get the Soaring Society back to being Soaring Club. The lack of a teacher to act as advisor, and the lack of the qualified personnel. If the advisor is someone who has the qualifications, that would fulfill both at the same time, but that would be just too good to be true.
すまんな。お前たちの気持ちはわかるんだが、俺も演劇部の顧問やってるから。
Oh, come on, that sounds boring. Soaring Club is so much more exciting. Come on, man.
先生が演劇なんて似合わない。
Exactly.
そうだそう
だ。
うるさいよ。俺は今でこそ慶風学園で教師やってるが、本当は芸術家志望だったんだ。
Yeah, right. Come on.
芸術はいいぞ。お前らもグライダーなんかやめて演劇部に入れ。
I was about to say something really bad. You must be stupid, dude. Come on. Drama club? That sounds so boring.
嫌です。
Yeah.
お断りです。
Yeah.
先生ちょっと傷ついたぞ。
Yeah, we don't care. The teacher left, hurt, and we all slouched forward, dejected. By the way, that was our homeroom teacher.
やっぱダメか。
We should bully him all the time. This isn't going very well.
どの先生ももうどこかの部活を受け持っているんですね。
So that's how she looked at the list. That is a list of teachers at Keifu Academy that Ageha had made. It has information on their homeroom clubs to which they are advisor, and whether or not they are on Shitioka's side. Today, using that list, we've been going around and asking all the teachers who seem like they might cooperate with us. But you did really well to get all of this info.
アゲハちゃんの情報網を甘く見ないでよね。
I will.
あとは山野辺先生くらいか。
We can't ask him. Come on, even more of his hair will go white.
そしたら今度こそ新妻と離婚の危機に。
I mean, it depends. To be fair, some guys look very good with white hair. Just saying. Our advisor last year, Mr. Yamanube, is young but he's married. I mean, one doesn't really make the other impossible. It seems his wife is a slender and pretty woman. Ooh. But seeing her husband, who she'd only just married, aging right before her eyes, she screamed, "This shouldn't be happening!" Apparently. I guess I can understand how she feels. I honestly don't think it's the Soaring Club that has done this to him. I mean, come on. If you think about it, he's not been doing anything regarding the Soaring Club back then. So, I think it's not that. I think it's not that.
この際、そこは諦めてもらうしかないわ。
That's right. You can't just decide something like that.
そうだよ。かわいそうだよ。奥さん美人だって噂なのに。じゃあどうするのよ。それは。
Oh, let's think of another way. I mean, Asa's grandfather again. Come on! The guy was building freaking airplanes as a hobby. We should ask him. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know why now nobody is giving that idea. It's after school. We're taking a day off from the club activities. The materials we ordered still haven't arrived, so we stopped working. Which is why for the first time in a while we've got nothing to do after school.
アゲハ、今日部活ないんでしょ？どっか寄ってこうよ。ごめん、用事あるんだ。
I had refused the invitation of the girls in the class and came over to me.
ねえ、葵、暇でしょ？買い物付き合ってよ。
Ah, 、 Where do you wanna go?
ウィンディの地下街だけど。
But I thought that you said you want to go shopping. Arcade does not sound like shopping. Kotori goes past us as we are talking. Kotori, what are you up to?
私、秘密基地に寄って帰る。
Hey, why is that?
ちょっとだけやっときたいことがあるの。
Ooh, I see. I wonder what Asa's up to. We told her we were taking a day off, so perhaps she's gone somewhere to hang out with Yoru? Or maybe not. Or maybe not.
ねえ、葵、付き合ってよ。
I don't want to go with you. Okay? What should I do? Go together with Ageha, go home together with Kotori, go to where Asa is. Oh, come on. This is an easy choice for me. Come on. Of course I'm going with Kotori. Come on. Come on. But I'm going to the secret base too.
ふーん。そう。
Aga had a bored sounding tone to her voice as she said, "See you tomorrow," and left the classroom. Okay, let's go, Kotori. Oh, I bet she didn't expect that choice.
アゲハの誘い、断ってよかったの？
What do you mean?
だって、葵くん、秘密基地に何か用事があるの？
Nah, not really. Since Kotori is going, I thought I'd go with her. Even if I did go with Ageha, I'd only end up carrying her bags for her. You're about to say something just then. What was it?
別に何でもない。
Come on, come on, come on. We spoke on our way out of the school gate.
ミナセ先輩。こんにちは先輩。
A group of first grade girls called out to me. Almost immediately, they had surrounded me. Hello?
今帰りなんですか？これから部活なんですか？
Yeah, well, I guess so. It seems that they are Asa's friends. Seems like Asa was proudly talking in her classroom about how she joined the soaring club, which is fine, but it looks like her friends have become interested in it. It's strange that their interest isn't in the glider, but rather in me. Huh. So that's what it feels like to be popular. Now they're going to greet me and ask all kinds of questions.
朝どんくさいから迷惑かけてるんじゃないですか？
That's not true. Also, it's trying really hard. There is nothing really wrong with this, but I'm not used to it. I feel kind of uncomfortable. With a vague smile on her face, Kotori watches me from outside the circle.
葵くん、私先に行くから。
Wait, ちょっと待って。
先輩、かっこいいですよね。背も高いし。朝ちゃんがすごく優しいって言ってました。
Yeah. Let's see now. No, I mean, hey, Kotori! Kotori had made a face that said that she couldn't stay with me and had already gone off ahead. Damn it! Opening the metal door and going inside, there was Kotori working alone, the huge dog. I can't believe you left me behind.
あれ以上、葵くんのヘラヘラみっともない顔、見ていたくなかったんだもん。
She wasn't as angry as I thought she'd be, but she was still a little blunt. Come here, I bought you some ice cream. It's Haagen-Dazs strawberry flavor. Kotori glared at me from a distance. Then she pushed her wheelchair towards me. Here you go.
ありがとう。
We sat in the corner of the dock eating ice cream. I think you have to eat ice cream in a hot place. What? Where are we now? Couldn't be any hotter. Yeah, that's basically a sauna, isn't it?
ねえ、葵くん。
Yeah.
アイス食べさせとけば機嫌が治るだろうとか思ってない？
With the plastic spoon still in her mouth, she gives me a sideways look. I don't think so.
まあ、いいけど、美味しいから。
I guess that's her perspective on it, but it looks like she accepted this as a form of apology. What we're doing?
道具の手入れ、あと掃除とか。
You came here all by yourself to do that? Kotori nods while eating her Haagen-Dazs. We could all do that tomorrow together.
みんなとだと私足手まといになるし。
Kotori seems a bit sullen as she speaks. I reflect on having said something that didn't need to be said. Kotori's in a wheelchair, so whether we're working, cleaning, or whatever it may be, she can do it the same way as everyone else. No one thinks of her as a burden, but I guess there is a difference in the amount of work she can do. Kotori is worried about that, and everyone else seems to be aware of that.
何かするとき、みんなが私のこと気遣ってるの分かってるもん。それが嫌なの。悲しくなる。
Yeah. We can completely avoid looking out for her. The reason we do that is because she's important to us. But I can understand why that makes things tough for her. When I got injured and I had to quit the cycle racing club, having my friends look out for me sometimes made me happy, and sometimes it was tough. Kotori usually doesn't show that she sometimes finds it tough. She can be cheerful at times, and at others, she makes selfish requests like it's no big deal. The fact that she can say what she thinks around us is a relief to us.
情けないわ、ほんと。私、部長なのに。滑走路の時も迷惑かけちゃったし。
I think you know this, but no one except you worries about it. What's up? Tears appear in her eyes. Don't start crying all of a sudden. Come on, you spoiled the ice cream that I went to the effort of buying for you. Oh no, she's getting hurt even more now. I don't know what's triggered this, but she's gone into faint-hearted mode. I put my hand on her head, the same as always, and start stroking it. There. It's nothing to cry about, is it?
泣いてないもん。これは汗だもん。
Right. Kotori starts sniffing. This year, Kotori has been working really hard as the leader of the soaring society. She doesn't have the same level of expert knowledge or techniques as Ageha, and she can be a pilot like Peter. It looks like there is nothing that only Kotori can do. But in the past, like the time that we found out that Amane would be leaving, whenever there is a difficult situation, Kotori is always the one who says, I wanna do it like this, and expresses herself the strongest of all of us. Kotori has a straightforward nature, like a child, and she's like a compass, showing us the direction in which we should be heading. Oi, your ice cream's gonna melt. Kotori slowly ate her ice cream while crying. She looked like a child who'd become timid after being scolded by her mother. It was kind of cute.
何？
It's nothing. Come on, you top. I couldn't help myself looking at her crying, and while thinking I blushed while trying to cover it up. I think everyone knows how hard she's trying. She's disabled, so even something like pushing her wheelchair all the way to the secret base all by herself is really tough. But to Kotori, that is perfectly natural, but she's also worried about not being able to move around like everyone else. She has an unusually strong sense of responsibility, so she's concerned about inconveniencing other people. However, originally the girl known as Kotori Habane was just a regular girl. She looks cute, and her grades and general sporting abilities were probably better than most people, but that's about it. Also, she's easily moved to tears. She's a little self-conscious, and when she tries too hard, she sometimes cries. When did it start? I guess from the time I persuaded her not to quit school, it's been my duty to comfort her. It seems like she only cries in front of me. Maybe that's what she needs. I think that when she cries, she can let out all the things she's been bottling up. Dear, you're trying ever so hard, Kotori. You're trying ever so hard.
もう、バカにしないで。
While still crying, she gives me a punch in the side. It doesn't really hurt for. I stroke her head and hug her gently. Sorry. But this is kind of embarrassing. As I speak honest to her, Kotori pushes her forehead in my chest, then cries without making a sound. While holding Kotori's head, one part of me wants her to stop crying, but another part of me wanted to stay like this for a little longer.
ありがとう。もう復活した。
Said Kotori, moving her forehead away from me. She pours the totally melted ice cream into her mouth as though it were juice. I don't know how I feel about that part with the ice cream. Anytime you need to borrow my chest, you let me know. I won't charge you any rental fees. I said jokingly, and then...
当然よ。私みたいな美少女の頭撫でたり、軽く抱きしめたりできるんだから。
Damn, what a response!
そういうの、役得って言うんでしょ？
I mean, she's not wrong. You can't say things like that about yourself, you know?
ほら、もう帰っていいわよ。
Yeah. So now that you've stopped crying, my work here is done?
さっきの1年生の女の子らと遊んでくれば？
How dare you? It's the chop time. As she says that, she goes back to work. Oh, is this what they call jealousy? Whoa, oh, uh-oh. Whoa, 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 that's dangerous, hello? A spanner came flying at me.
欲しい。
What the hell are you doing? What would you have done if it had hit me?
なんで私が焼き餅なんか焼かなくちゃいけないのよ。バカじゃないの？
But it sounds like you're jealous to me. Uh-oh. Whoa! This time it's a screwdriver and a pair of nippers that came flying.
さっさと帰ってちょうだい。作業の邪魔だから。
That sounds like a drill. She said while clutching a powder drill. Sensing danger, I do as she says. Alright, I'm off now, but if you need anything, you can reach me on my cell. Also, let me know when you're gonna come leave. I'll come and get you.
いらない。
No. When it's that, can't you go back by yourself? Make sure you call me, okay? As I emphasize my point, I open the metal doors and leave the dog.
どうせ私なんか女の子だって思ってないくせに。ふっと。
Huh? What? Yes, I do. Come on. I went back to my room and sat down on the bed. I've got nothing to do. Having no club activities made me realize just how long a day can be. I take my cell phone from my pocket and at some point I got a text. For a minute I thought, is it from Amane? And I hardly opened the message, but... Oh, it's from Anchan. I was so disappointed, and while apologizing on the inside to Anchan, I read the text. Have you met Amane yet? Huh? She was having a meeting at our factory. She said that she might go over to Flying Fish Manor. Amane is coming. The time that the text was sent was 2 hours ago. Tuk tuk! Kaneko!
どうした？
Did Amane come by?
望月先輩？いや、来てないよ。ゆかさん、望月先輩来てませんか？今日は来客なかったと思うけど。
Thank you. I say my thanks, then go dashing out of the dormitory. Dashing. Typo.
あいつ寄らなかったのか、飛び予想に。
When I called Anchan, he went to the trouble of coming around in his truck. I got in and we drove around the station, but we saw no sign of Amane. Oh, I know where she would go. I feel like she would go to the old garage. I tried to call her, but she didn't answer, so maybe she'd already gotten on the train.
すまん。メールじゃなく電話にしておけばよかったな。まさか寄らずに帰るとは思ってなかったんだ。
It looks like she had gone to Anchan's factory to order some parts. There was no one else she could ask for such complex parts. When she went to leave, Anchan asked, "Are you gonna go and see the guys?" And she answered, "That's what I'm planning to do." However, she's quite fickle, so maybe she changed her mind. I already told Kotori about it. They were both happy that man was coming to Kasugaura, and when they found out that she had left without seeing them, they said, I can't believe it! Amane Yupaka! Oh no, what a shame, I wanted to see her. And so on, expressing their regret.
納品前にもう一度打ち合わせすることになってる。その時は先に教えるようにするよ。
I'm telling you, she went... whatever. Thanks, Anchan.
寮まで送っていこ
う。No, he's fine. I had some shopping to do for dinner anyway.
そうか。じゃあ、またな。
Thanks, Anchan. As Anchan's light truck drove away, I stood there dazed. It was true that I had to do some shopping, but I didn't feel like doing it right away. I want to see Amane. That feeling had suddenly become much stronger. Would I be downhearted when she finds out that the soaring club isn't doing so well? Or do I want her to praise us for working so hard? I'm thirsty! I went to the convenience store in front of me to buy some juice. Then I wondered about the area. This was to ease my feelings of not knowing what to do. I'll go shopping once I've calmed down. While I was wandering around, before I knew it, I found myself at the runway. A few days ago, we came here to cut the grass, so it looks quite tidy, but before that it was overgrown with weeds. Between those weeds were lines where the soil was exposed. These were the marks from where the wheels of the glider had run over it so many times. Usually the glider is launched into the oncoming wind. However, because it was complicated to move the winch, which had been positioned there to face the wind, we always launched in the same direction. I stood in the middle of the huge white runway and gazed towards the winch. Memories of the acceleration of being pulled by the tow rope when floating in the sky came flooding back to me. As I look up, I see the bright blue sky and the towering thunderhead. I envision riding on the wind in the glider. I want to fly in our glider, man! I've been traveling to the airfield for the purpose of training. But flying in the glider that we made, it's totally different. The wind that blows over Kasugaura is not the same as there. Huh? I saw someone next to the winch. Their outline was kind of blurry because it was wavering in the hot air, so I couldn't see so well, but... What you doing? The cover of the winch was open and they were taking a look inside. Was it some sort of prank, or were they trying to steal the parts? Anyway, I can't just leave this alone. As I dashed towards them, the person who closed the cover then noticed me. When there were about 300 meters between us, our eyes met. The next moment, the person began to wave their hand. Then they started jumping up and down. Could it be? Ding 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 ding. Amane! I was already running when I shouted out in surprise. Amane! Still looking beautiful.
やっぱり葵くんだ。
What are you doing here? The first thing that I asked was a question like that. I was aware of the fact that the first thing I said after finally meeting again sounded kind of like I was angry.
いや、ウインチがまた壊れてないかチェックしておこうと思ってな。ちゃんとメンテナンスしてるみたいだな。問題は見つからなかったぞ。
Of course!
そうか。そうだな。君たちは私なんかと違ってしっかり者揃いだものな。
No, I don't mean that! What are you doing in a place like this?
だからウインチの調子を。
No, not that! Why didn't you say something, anything to us, and come out to a place like this? You could have contacted us!
ああ、うん。だってもう私のことなんて忘れてるんじゃないかと思って。
Never! How can we forget you? Aren't we always texting you?
そうか、そうだったな。
I should start calling instead of texting.
でもメールは仕事の依頼やクライアントからの催促メールに混ざってるから気づかないことが多くてな。
It's like you've forgotten about us instead. My heart.
たまに間違えて一緒にゴミ箱に。
My heart. I heard from Amcha that you were coming, but you still didn't contact us, so I...
すまない。いきなり行くと迷惑かもしれないと思ったんだ。
What are you talking about, woman? So why not contact us before you come?
それはそれで迷惑かもしれないし、だってもう私のことなんか。
I just told you! That was all I said as my voice changed to a huge sigh. Common sense doesn't really work on her. This Amane Mochizuki we were talking about here.
ごめんよ、葵くん。
No, I'm the one who should be sorry. No worries. No. But I've been calling you on your cell phone over and over. You didn't notice that either.
ああ、携帯電話ならラボに置いてきた。
Why?
だってあれうるさいんだ。毎日作業の進捗を聞いてきて。
Let's go. Correct approach. Yes, actually correct approach. Yo, that's so true. Oh, work is calling? How about I don't answer?
携帯電話もメールも便利な道具じゃない。人間を束縛する悪のツールだと私は思うぞ。
She's not wrong. Really? I hang my head in dismay. What happened to all my impatience and desperation that I had until just now?
元気だったかい？
Yeah, pretty good. Kotori, you had to.
そっか、よかった。
How about you?
私は普通だ。みんなから相変わらずだなって言われてるぞ。
For some reason, Amane puffs out her chest proudly. The same as always, huh? I was relieved to hear that. Not just that she's doing okay. I thought that her being the same as always meant that she hadn't changed since the time we spent together in the garage. Amane's not a student anymore. She's part of the working world now. Which means that she's now an adult, so she lives in a different world to us. Yeah, let's say that's true.
ウィンチ、メンテナンスはしているようだが、最近使われた形跡はなかったな。飛んでないのか？
That's right. After the demolition of the garage, I sent her a text briefly summarizing recent events. If she hadn't accidentally deleted it along with all her work emails, she would know about that. But mostly was good news, and I didn't really write about the bad stuff. She's already left the school, so I didn't want her to make her worried about it. I explained what had actually been going on.
そんなことになっていたのか。すまない。私のせいでみんなに迷惑をかけて。
It's not your fault, Amane. It's nobody's fault, really. If I had to say, it was Mr. Shitioka's fault, but he might have his own reasons that we don't give a damn about. The truth is, the soaring club garage was in the way of the student dormitory being built. It's hardly ever a fair compromise when it comes to the needs of adults and the needs of kids. Even though we are technically adults, given that we are at university, so... Anyway.
今日はいい具合に雲が出てて気流も荒れてるから、ここへ来れば飛んでるところを見られるかもと思ったんだ。
I wanna fly so high right now.
でもそうか。あれからまだ飛べていなかったのか。
Amane's expression darkens, perhaps because she feels responsible. By the way, does the advisor has to be from inside of the school? Because we could maybe get Amane to be one and boom. Anyway. Oh yeah, do you have time after this? I'll call again Kotori, so please come to our place for something to eat. I'll introduce you to our newest member too.
葵くんのご飯。
Amane wipes away the saliva that she had unknowingly dribbled out of her mouth.
それはとても嬉しい申し出だが、もう行かなくちゃいけない。
Damn it!
帰ってすぐ仕事があるんだ。
Damn it! Oh, really?
すまない。
It's okay. You could contacted us sooner. As I mumbled angrily, Mone seemed her as she held her hands to her chest.
ごめんよ。
Please think about it. Of course, we want to see you, you know.
わかった。
I want to see you all the time. The answer was in a childish way, so I couldn't help laughing at how funny it was.
じゃあ、私はもう行くよ。
By train, I'll go with you part of the way. I have to go shopping anyway.
ああ、頼む。
So that's how I had a surprise reunion with Amane. I like her, man. Ow, my ears.
あまねちゃんと会ったの？
Yes. Yeah. After that, I went to the runway and met her by chance.
なんですぐ呼ばないのよ。
Well, Amane had to leave.
葵くんだけずるいずるいずるい。
Yeah, I'm sorry, but it really was only for a short time. It looks like she'll be coming back soon, so I told her to come by and see us then.
私も会いたかった。あまねちゃんに。
Sorry. I feel like I'm not really to blame here, but I apologize anyway. I know exactly how Kotori feels.
今度来るのね。今度っていつ？
3 days from now.
3日後。あまねちゃんに会えるんだ。
A big smile spreads across Kotori's face.
メールの返事ろくにしてこないことしっかり文句言ってやるんだから。
Don't go too far. Amane will probably become really downhearted if you do that.
ふふふ。あまねちゃんめ、今に見てなさい。
Wow, she's so evil. Ah. Oh, shut up, Ageha. This is a new day for sure, so let's end the episode. It'll be a short one. But I'm also kinda low on time. Short on time. So yeah. To be fair, a good episode because we got to meet Amane after she graduated. Man, I like her so much. But well, due to certain circumstances, we are on, I would say, a different route. I think. I mean, given that the choices seem pretty obvious, because it's like choose 1, 2, or 3, and every time you guys basically you get to choose between all the options, except if they are locked, then, well, yeah. It seems fairly obvious who we are after here. With that being said, folks, let's end it. Continuation tomorrow. Consider liking the video, subscribing, and so on. Always super appreciated, obviously. And yeah, that's it. Hope you'll have a wonderful day. Bye bye.